Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 10 of Built by Emma, the last official episode of season 1 becoming. I don't want to say the final episode of season 1 because I do have something really cute planned for next week. I'm going to be talking about something a little different as I want to take time to reflect on what I have learned over this season. So not as someone, I don't want to do this as someone who has everything figured out, but as someone who is sort of in the middle where everything's shifting and who you are is changing, your friendships are changing, directions changing, confidence is changing, and sort of your sense of self is changing a little bit as well. And through all of this, I've noticed that there are patterns about what I think about life. And the first thing is, I believe anyway, confidence comes after action. So you start and then you slowly build evidence that you are more than capable of doing things that you actually want to do. And another thing is that most people aren't as certain as they actually appear. So even the people who look like they've got everything figured out are just better at navigating uncertainty, and they don't just eliminate it. Basically, we're all just figuring it out as we go, and feeling stuck doesn't always mean you don't know what to do. It can mean that sometimes you're avoiding what you already know that you need to do. So for instance, that could be showing up as overthinking, planning, stress, anxiety, or just waiting for the right moment. But the right moment doesn't come on its own, it's created through action. And I've also learned that self-worth isn't built through achievements or validation. It's built through what you practice and what you tell yourself during when things aren't going as well as you have anticipated or expected. And the internal dialogue that you speak to yourself with shapes us more than we actually realise. And another thing is that I've came to understand that friendships don't always have to last forever. That doesn't make them any more meaningful or less meaningful or more important or less important. Some people are just part of your life for a reason, not a lifetime. And learning to accept that makes that process a lot more useful and peaceful. And another thing is that being busy is not the same as making progress. You can still fill your days with activities and feel like you're not moving forward at all with what you actually want to do. Real progress comes from less actions but more meaningful actions. And work and life doesn't give you all the answers. It actually gives you more questions sometimes. And over time, you doing them more meaningful actions helps you understand yourself a little bit better. Not all at once, but slowly. It feels when you're doing that sort of thing, you get instant feedback and it's information, and it only really becomes a problem if you let it stop you. And when I look at it, all these things I've learned, they're all a part of the same idea that we are all just learning as we go. And that uncertainty is definitely part of the process, and maybe everyone is carrying a little bit more of that than they let on sometimes. So to summarise all of that, everything that I've learned in the past 10 weeks, and can I just say that's crazy that it's been 10 weeks since I've started this. Everything I've learned in the past 10 weeks is start before you're ready, move even when you're a little bit unsure, trust that clarity comes after the action, don't assume that most people have it all and have it all figured out, and just give yourself some compassion, be kind to yourself, and accept that it is okay to be in this middle sort of ground, and you are going to be okay. And I'm going to leave that there. And I just want to thank everyone who has been keeping up with this for the past 10 weeks, everyone who sort of gave me loads of feedback, took an interest in it, commented, liked it, even messaged us about it. Everyone who sort of took an interest in the journal, feedback on the journal of how it's helped everyone. It really, really hits deep with me, because I'm going through something myself. I don't want anyone, well, hopefully I want the journal to make it a little bit easier, and I do want to help people who have been in the same situation as me. And that concludes episode 10 of Build by Emma.